Crack them open, drink them down. That's right, it's the 8:05 post show here at the Lexus Trestles Pro, presented by Outerknown, and Yago Dora has done it. 2 CT wins this season on tour. This stop number 8 was an excellent victory for Yago, and the Brazilian flag hoisted up again. And a deserved champion here at Lower Trestles. The performance he put on, nothing short of amazing. Combination of airs, turns, clutch moments, high scores, and this is the celebration. Hi, I'm Kaipo Guerrero. I'm joined by Rosie Hodge and Jesse Mendez for this 8:05 post show. I'm going to start with you, Jesse, because you're Brazilian. How good do you feel right now with Yago's performance?
And a goofy, so that's a win-win for me. But yeah, definitely. It doesn't, like, flags don't matter for me. Obviously, I'm so happy for a very close friend of mine to take the win, but I just want to see amazing surfing. It makes our work so much easier, so much more fun, and everyone that is watching.
Yeah, that was a great final. And we actually had 2 great finals, Rosie, because Sakura, again, another surfer with 2 CT victories in 2025. And she was excellent all day long when it came to scores.
Oh, yeah. Starting off with that quarterfinal this morning, already one of the highest heat totals that we've seen all season from the women. Just incredible. To keep that momentum from the morning all the way through to the final was great to see Betty get on that roll.
Yeah, and Jesse, just the swell that we've had. We've been so fortunate. Even our lay days that we had, there was still fun surf, but we knew this day was coming. And Lower's really provided. It seemed like it was kind of that perfect size for Lower Trestles.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think me and Rosie spoke a little bit about it on a previous heat, that even the sets might have been, some of them, a little bit too big almost for it. So, but then that means that all the insiders and the medium-sized sets are just very consistent. So that's what we had all day, and plenty of opportunity for all the surfers, and it was cranking.
Yeah, and the numbers prove it, just because we had so many excellent waves surfed in this event. Let's take a look at our men's bracket and the journey for Yago Dora coming through for a win. Rosie started off this morning with a tough heat. It was a close heat between Yago and Ethan Ewing.
Yeah, this was a crazy heat and a really clutch performance for Yago. I mean, he sat with priority for over 10 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. He needed a 6.83. And, you know, he just went mad. Took off on this wave and really made it count.
Yeah, 15.37 two-wave total for the victory here, Jesse. And this is when we saw Yago utilizing the left and the right. But I feel like the left was his secret for this win.
For sure, and I love this landing here that Yago's gonna have. Like, he launches like such an awkward landing with the fins first, like the tail first, and he doubled up underneath him. I don't know how he absorbed that and came out clean, and girlfriend stoked.
Yeah, and then coming up against, in the semifinal, the hometown hero coming up against Griffin Colapinto, but Rosie, Yago was too much.
Oh man, this wave, this heat, they were trading waves. There was that moment when Yago went for that air on the right-hander, didn't quite stick it. He said in his post-heat it was hard for him to regather himself after that moment happened, but then he just went absolutely mad. This wave was insane, Jesse.
I mean, it's so inspiring. Like, I wanted to surf afterwards, but now it almost makes me sad, because, like, how am I going to surf 10% of what this guy's doing right now? It's incredible.
Certainly is the kind of surfing that makes you want to surf, inspire you. Then the final up against Kanoa Igarashi, and Yago, Rosie, opened up in a big way with a 9.53.
I mean, this was just crazy. We were paying off the women's final. Bettylou was doing her interview, and then all of a sudden, in our peripheral vision, we see Yago going to the air and just well rewarded with that 9.53, and it just never stopped there for Yago. He just grew with that momentum and the rhythm.
Yep, backup was an 8.37, Jesse. Just crazy town, how much talent he had, and just the angles he's able to put on this Mayhem board.
I mean, it's a match made in heaven. Like, Mayhem lowers, Yago left. Like, what can you ask for?
And that brings us to second win this year for Yago Dora. He's on a roll. Hey, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to say it out loud. He makes the final 5. We look at Cloud Break, Fiji. Woo-hoo, could be Yago's year.
Scary.
Scary. Haunted house. Look at the giant numbers, Ro. 9.53, 8.37. Just way over excellent.
Way over excellent, and he just kept Kanoa Igarashi at bay. I mean, Kanoa, nothing to be sniffed at there. 16.07 total, and 8.3 or 7.77. It just, it was just Yago, right? He was just in. He was in the flow state, and he was unstoppable in that final.
But with these impressive numbers that we see, that just makes a great damn professional surfing, because both of our finalists went into the excellent range.
I mean, it's like you said, like nothing against Kanoa, because he was going faster than Yago, sharper than Yago, but Yago is just ticking every box of the criteria by a huge margin. So like it was hard to catch up to the guy, but both amazing surfing.
And I think you talked a little bit about it, Jesse. It's just the grip that Yago Dora has with his feet is kind of superhuman.
It is very superhuman. Like I don't know. I'm baffled with the surfing he did today. Really, like every time he just keeps getting better and better, and like there's still so much more to see from him.
Yeah.
He seems to be that one step ahead, like his body awareness when he's in the air and just recognizing the section that he's going to land on and where he needs his feet to be to negotiate through that is just, yeah, he's kind of teleporting in his mind so early on. He's always 3 steps ahead, and yeah, he just makes it exciting for us.
Well, not only did the men go excellent, the women went excellent as well. Sakura, Bettylou Sakura Johnson, every single showing from quarters to semis to the final, she went excellent. And she did not have an easy run. She had to start off with a former champ out here, a former world champ, Caroline Marks, in that quarterfinal number 4.
That was a crazy heat. I mean, Betty, from the moment that hooter sounded, she was just on fire. This was such a great heat. You can tell there's a little bit of competitive rivalry between Caroline and Bettylou Sakura Johnson, and that's when you know that a heat is absolutely going to light up.
Sakura's numbers in this quarterfinal were giant, Jesse. 17.83 two-wave total.
I feel like a lot of times the best surfer of the event doesn't end up winning, but she was the best surfer of this event.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in mind. Obviously, she didn't get the biggest score. I think Molly got a 9.6 on the semifinals, but overall, I don't remember her committing any mistakes. Like, It was literally flawless.
Now here's her semifinal action, Rosie, up against Sawyer Lindblad. She went excellent again, 16.24.
Well, when we talk about her excellent waves, 4 of the top 5 excellent numbers were all Bettylou. I mean, like I said, that quarterfinal heat that she had against Caroline Marks, that's the highest heat total that we've seen all season on the women's side. So this woman is just going from strength to strength. She won on the Gold Coast. She's in the top 5 picture now this season. So this final against Molly was just super electrifying.
Fireworks in the final, Jesse. 17.2 wave total for Sakura.
I mean, I think you mentioned, Rosie, on this wave itself, how she delayed herself and just put herself in the most critical part of the wave twice. And I think that was the point of difference in between her and Molly. Once again, both surfers went insane on the finals, but she was just that touch more aggressive and committing more.
Yeah, and the board change that she's made on the off-season to Mayhem's seems like it's been a magic choice for her.
And what a fateful relationship. Like, that was just so written somewhere, because, you know, she gets on the boards, they kind of see each other surfing in El Salvador, that relationship starts, and all of a sudden she's on that magic equipment, and the level has risen for her, and now she's in, you know, that top 5 picture.
9 and an 8. I mean, talk about putting on a final and peaking in the right moment, Jesse. That's what Sakura just did.
Yeah, that was 17 points. It's a statement itself on an amateur event. Imagine a final at Lowers, you know? Let's just show the level and the caliber that she has.
Yeah, we got so much more to talk about. Now, this is stop number 8 on the championship tour. So we got a lot more surfing to do, and we got a lot more season, but I'm already excited, Rosie, of what I'm seeing as far as performance levels from both the men and the women. It seems like it's getting elevated every event.
And we think about, we just had the mid-season cut at Margaret River, so coming into this, all the focus is the WSL Final 5, and it feels like the guardrails have been, you know, put to the side. Everyone's got their spot on tour. They had to fight really hard for that. They've been a long trot on the road of back-to-back events, but it just feels like everyone's having a lot of fun coming into this section of the season.
The spirits are high, right?
Yeah.
And given that, it's time to make a celebration. It's time to make everything official. And with that, I'm going to throw it to Joe Turpel for the official awards presentation. Take it away, Joe.
Thank you, Kaipo. Hi, everybody. How you doing out there? Can you hear me? What about now? Hey, there we go. Good to see you guys. Did you have a good time? That was insane. Well, as we kick off this official presentation, the WSL would like to open this event by formally recognizing that Trestles is the modern name of the ancient Ahashiman village site known as the Panhe. The Ahashiman people have lived in the place we now call Orange County for over 10,000 years and are still here stewarding the land alongside surfers, environmentalists, and others who care about our shared coastline. We thank them for their ongoing presence and participation in this event. We'd like to pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Juaneño Band of Mission Indians, Ahashiman Nation, and to Adelia Sandoval, spiritual overseer of the Juaneño Band of Mission Indians, Ahashiman Nation, and Chairman Nathan Banda for leading our opening ceremony on Sunday. That was beautiful. Thank you, Nathan. Welcome once again to the presentation for the 2025 Lexus Trestles Pro presented by Outerknown, a stop of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Everyone got past the cut and earned their spots into this big event. We had some great wild cards as well representing this part of the world. Kira Pinkerton, let's give it up for Kira. She's on a roll this year, representing all you guys on the Challenger Series, currently number 8, heading into Bolito. It's cool for Ventura's Dimitri Poulos to get involved in the event as well. It's here for Dimitri. North America region is in really good hands. And a wild card, Kelly Slater. Give it up for the GOAT, back in the big event once again. 6-time champ at Lowers. Still inspiring us at 53 years of age. Well, every time we talk about Lowers, we talk about the high performance playground, where we see the biggest maneuvers and performances on the face that you see all year long, and especially above the lip. But I think this year was honestly, not just saying this, the best ever. Do you guys agree? Big thanks to Lexus, our title partner for the event. Also to our event partners, Red Bull, Yeti, Apple Watch, Neutrogena, Surfline, True Surf, Icy, Decine 805 Beer, Pacifico, Sun Cruiser, Hogue, FlexFit, Eero, Open Water, and John Wayne Airport. Put your hands together for all the supporters we have for this big event. Big thanks to all the locals here in San Clemente, one of the best surf towns in the world. The local community sharing us this amazing wave. You guys are incredible. All the fans on the beach since that first heat of the event, and all of our fans that are watching all around the world on our broadcast. Thanks so much. Definitely want to thank everyone here in Southern California, part of the WSL One Ocean Coalition partners who supported us at this event, from Surfrider Foundation, California State Parks, San Onofre Parks Foundation, and the Western Surfing Association. Thanks for making the beach look incredible. To help us up here, we've got some great people that are involved in surfing for a very long time. Let's hear it for our commissioner, Jesse Miley Dyer. Great job, Jess. Also, Renato Hickel, Deputy Commissioner of the Tour. Thank you so much, Renato. This guy's grown up in Huntington Beach, but we've seen him at Lowers, kind of like a local in a way. It's not that far from Huntington. And we've seen some amazing performances from him over the years. It's really special to see him in this kind of form this year. His second final of the season. Let's hear it for your runner-up, Kanoa Igarashi. Great job, Kanoa. You want to put that up real quick for the crowd? Man, it's been fun watching you surf this year. It feels like you found yourself in more ways than one. And getting repeat matchups with good friends like Jack Robinson. Does it get any better than this?
Man, I mean, serving Lowers with one other person now, I think is pretty special in itself. So this week, man, I mean, we always, struggle with forecasts and all that kind of stuff, but we came to California and we got blessed with amazing waves. So thank you to the surf gods, and hey, thanks for all you guys. You guys really brought the heat this week, and I'm really excited to keep going the rest of the year, and just want to say thanks to everyone.
I mean, you're a citizen of the world, Kanoa. Tell me what Lowers means to you and your career.
What would you say?
Lowers? What does it mean to you and your career?
Man, lowers is so special. I feel like, you know, just the other day I was on the podium at Nationals and USA Championships, and I was talking to Griffin and Jake Marshall and all the California boys, and we were talking about how this feels, I mean, it felt more intense when we were 14 years old at Nationals, so, I mean, I remember seeing you there at Nationals as well, so it's crazy. I mean, time flies, and lowers still continues to be one of the best waves in the world, and, you know, some things never change, and really thankful for the waves we got this week, and the team that I have around me, and, you know, it takes a lot more than me standing on a surfboard to get results like this, so it's been an amazing year, and can't wait to keep going.
Saw your parents down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's another thing that's nothing changed. You know, they're still on the beach, and, you know, from when I was 10 years old, 12 years old, won USA Championships when I was 14, and here we are, another podium, so I'm really happy.
Thanks for ripping. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Kanoa Igarashi, runner-up in the final, the Lexus Trestles Pro presented by Outerknown. This next legend has been ripping for a very long time. We love her passion, her connection to every wave on tour. Put your hands together for Australia's Molly Picklum. Runner-up in the final, another stellar season on tour. There it is. That is a beautiful trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, coming here, I wouldn't expect a trophy, but happy with second place for sure.
Gosh, it's fun watching you put together different types of heats against different types of rivals, and you know they're starting to seesaw back and forth. You getting one off Katie, you know Bettylou getting wins off you, where it started the opposite way. Just a statement of how good the tour is, you know, this year and how much you've been enjoying it.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this year, more than any other year, I've been pushed, and inside and outside of the water. It's funny when these girls come up against me, and I'm just like, okay, what am I going to have to do? You never know, and Katie obviously pushes me, and I'm so happy to have gotten one over her. She beats me every time, and then Bettylou, I got her a few times early on in our career, and then now she's starting to get me, so yeah, everyone's just so capable of beating everyone, and I'm so happy to be here, and yeah, keep it going.
Staying on Bettylou real quick. Remember we sat down at Margaret River? It seems like ages ago now. And I just said, Bettylou, Sakura Johnson, and your eyes lit up. You got so excited to break that one down. Where has that gone from back then when we had that conversation to what we're seeing this year in 2025, seeing her get 2 wins?
Yeah, I know. Every time you mention Bettylou, it's so exciting and fun for me. Obviously, you see the smile that it brings. She's just a firecracker, and I love versing her. I was actually surprised she didn't really fight me too hard for the inside today, but yeah, it's always just such a good battle, and like she inspires me in the water. She's incredible. We saw our heat at pipe, and then out here trying to battle, so it's pretty cool. All us ladies, whether it's big, small, foam, barrels, whatever it is, she's definitely always one that can beat me.
Molly, congratulations. Big statement here, making the final. Enjoy Brazil.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to everyone for showing your wave to us. We really appreciate it, and thanks, guys.
Molly Picklum, runner-up in the final, the Lexus Trestles Pro, presented by Outerknown. Well, this man's been on fire. It's been unreal. He now has 2 wins in the same season. First time he's ever done that. The goofy foot flyboy from Brazil. Let's hear it for your champion, Yago Dora. Parabéns.
Obrigado.
We talk about this being the most high performance wave in the world. We expect to see airs. We hope to see airs. I think you threw down more combinations than I've ever seen in a CT event from start to finish. And even that backside full run you almost kind of pulled off before the final was nothing short of sensational. You've got to be proud of the work that you did today.
Yeah, after so many years watching the finals, it's a bit confusing with the delay on the microphone, but I've been watching the finals from home the last few years and just dreaming about this little laugh right here. and I finally had the opportunity, and to come out with the win is very special. I want to thank God first for sending me the right waves and for guiding my moves, and thanks to my girlfriend and her family that came over to watch me for the first time, and to my team, my dad right there as well, to Gian, Matt, everyone, all my sponsors, and the people of San Clemente too. You guys always receive me with open arms, and you give me my little spot in the lineup, so it's pretty amazing that we got to come here and get these amazing waves, and they came for me today. Today was my day.
Was there a turning point today? I mean, for me, it was maybe that left against Griffin. The Griffin had the hometown behind him, and then another crazy combination on the lowers left was enough to turn it. How did that feel this morning?
Yeah, it felt great, but I think the turning point for me was in the quarterfinals to get that wave in the last minute. That was a really slow heat, and I've had that happen before to me where I was just like sitting out the back and a wave would not show up. So I was just like, please God, send me a wave, and the wave came, and I knew I was just like, okay, I have to make this. I have this shot, and I'm gonna do it, and that was like the booster for me to go all the way and win this event today.
World number 2, how does that sound?
Pretty good.
Best of luck in Brazil, Yago. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Muito show. Parabéns, Yago Dora, world number 2, heading into Sakuraba, his pet event on tour. Look out. And our champion, this one coming from the North Shore of Oahu, winning her 2nd event this season. Put your hands together for Bettylou, Sakura Johnson. Congratulations. Do you want to put that up real quick? There we go. That's a beautiful trophy. Your 2nd event trophy of this season. Your 1st on the Gold Coast. Something changed. You found out the secret to winning. What was it?
I think it was just flowing and understanding the recipe to win an event. And yeah, I came up top today, and I'm super grateful, and we got to surf amazing waves today, so super happy to bring it home.
I suppose I asked Molly about you. What about the other way around? The heats that you've enjoyed, the tough ones you've lost, and now winning a final against one of your best rivals on tour. What's she all about?
Of course, yeah, Molly's the spicy one. She's hard to beat. Definitely in the beginning of our career, she had a lot of wins over me. But I feel like I'm finally figuring out what she does, and yeah, just want to get those wins, but most importantly, you know, just show my surfing. But yeah, Molly makes it really exciting to go against her. She's an awesome competitor, really smart, and she charges.
This is definitely one of your highest scoring events. I think it's actually your highest scoring event. 8 in round 1, then excellence from every round to follow, including a 9 as well in the final. What did that feel like for you, knowing that your surfing is at the highest level and beating everybody on tour?
Thank you. I would say just competing and getting really good scores definitely helps the confidence, but you have to maintain your emotions. Yeah, once you're able to maintain those emotions, you can just drive through the confidence with that and take it all the way, but keep it really simple at the same time.
We're up into the final 5 picture. Great job, Bettylou. Enjoy the moment. Best of luck in Brazil.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you guys. Really appreciate the support and you guys sharing the ocean with us. Yeah, let's bring it on for the rest of the year.
There we go. Congratulations, Bettylou, Sakura Johnson, Yago Dora, all of our finalists and our competitors here at this incredible event, the Lexus Trestles Pro, presented by Outerknown. We'll continue the conversation and the celebration on the 805 post show. We'll send it back to you, Kaipo. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you, Joe, and congratulations to Sakura and Yago Dora. Actually, Molly Picklum and Kanoa Igarashi as well. It was an incredible finals day here at Trestles. And the thing that's a little baffling to me, Rosie, is that we still got a lot more surfing to go.
Oh.
This is only stop number 8 of 11 in the regular season, and then we have our final 5 over in Cloud Break. Like, there's so much to look forward to.
There is. I mean, I was even thinking about it. We got, coming up next, we spoke about it, we've got the contest in Brazil, we've got Jeffreys Bay, we've got Tahiti, and then we've got the WSL finals. So, you know, we've been chatting about the rankings and how everyone's shuffling up that leaderboard, but everyone knows that this is a bit of a marathon this season, and there's still those 3 events left before we get to the WSL
That's
Final
right.
5.
And speaking of rankings, Jesse, let's take a look at our current rankings after this stop number 8. One thing, the Big Brew. He's going to stay in yellow when we go to Brazil, but look at Yago Dora right behind him. Don't look back, Jordy, because Yago's right there.
I mean, he can. You got to put, you know, you got to start moving forward because he had a kind of a big lead coming up to this, but now it's very tight. They're basically 1 heat away from each other, so whoever does best in Brazil, it's going to take the #1 place.
And it's exciting because there's no throwaways right now. Yeah. And you talk about, you know, who's won multiple events this season. Jordy and Yago are right there. Baron Mamier maintains his spot in the 5th place position, even after having to withdraw with that knee injury. Ethan Ewing kind of stayed steady there in 6th place.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the guys underneath that cut line. All of them extremely dangerous, and all of them former Final 5 participants.
Yes, no doubt about it. And if you look at all those names, too, they're kind of matched for every event that's ahead of us. Like, you know, they're all very good tube riders. They're good on point breaks. They're good on beach breaks. So it's going to be a tough match for everyone to try and qualify for the top 5.
Yeah, yeah, and that's on the men's side of stuff. And the story on the women's side of stuff is just as exciting. We're seeing a breakthrough year for Sakura, for Bettylou Sakura Johnson, and we also see a breakthrough year, Rosie, for #1, Gabriella Bryant. She'll be in yellow in Rio.
Yep, just like Gabriella Bryant, she's won multiple events this season, so has Bettylou Sakura Johnson. And you see, I mean, Betty, coming into this event, she was ranked #7 on the leaderboard, so to march all the way up to 4th place is incredible. Let's see how she maintains that spot with these 3 remaining events.
Yeah, and let's see if Isabella Nichols can really defend that position above the cut line and earn her way into the Final 5.
Yeah, she still has kind of a big lead compared to Caroline and Tyler Wright, which is kind of the next 2 girls right behind her. But it's crazy to think Tyler has a win, Caroline has a win, and they're still not in the top 5.
Well, you don't have to be super good at math to figure out who is leading the Vissla CT Shaper rankings. It's really obvious right now just by seeing both of the winners of this event on those boards. Let's take a look at that, and he's running away with it again. Matt Biolis and the crew over at Lost. Look at the point difference. Look at how much of a lead he has, Rosie.
Yeah, he is, like you said, running away with it. I mean, when was the last time that one of his surfers didn't make the final or didn't win an event? So, yeah, he's got such a great stable of athletes. All of these shapers, though, I mean, I love how invested they are. We've seen pretty much all of these guys. I don't think we saw Darren Hanley down here or Jason Stevenson, but everyone else has been here at the compound, at Trestles, watching their athletes.
It's a huge lead that Lost has. Like, people have to catch up. Like, this is crazy. Almost 100,000 points in front. 99,000, whatever, something like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, the other shapers are going to have to do a lot of work, but just given the stable of how many CT surfers are on those Lost Mayhem boards, I don't know, want to call it a foregone conclusion. I think Strider would put in the refrigerator at this point, but I think it's going to be a runaway.
Yep. It sounds like.
Yeah. Huh?
It sounds like.
Huh?
And it looks like as well.
We'll see how many Lost boards make the finals day over at the next stop. I'm talking about stop number 9, the VIVO Rio Pro. That's coming up next on the calendar. Let's take a look at what we have to look forward to.
Bom dia and welcome to the VIVO Rio Pro.
A good-sized wave for Silva. Here we go, Katie Simmers. Wow. Straight up into the lip.
The game here in Brazil is beach break surfing.
Dora, spring-loaded.
Bettylou Ferreira. Flops it up in the air, right around.
Let's take a look at our schedule right here. The cut, we've just got finished our first post-cut event, and then June 21st, the VIVO Rio Pro gets on the calendar. And as of note, the Tahiti Pro, we want to thank IC coming up, protecting your eyes and presenting the Tahiti Pro stop number 11. What stands out to you right here, Rosie?
Well, just the quick turnaround. You know, we finished this event, everyone pretty much came straight from Australia. We finished this event with a couple days to spare, but it's about a week before the VIVO Rio Pro starts. So that's going to be, you know, the surfers are going to get their visas or whatever they need ready, the different boards that they might need, and head straight over to Brazil.
Yeah, it's a busy season, Jesse.
And also, like, not to mention, too, J-Bay is right after as well. It's not many days, like, you know, so you kind of got to come back home for a quick trip and then go back to South Africa. It's like a long journey for all those surfers.
And then you're changing out because you're going to need some rubber for J-Bay. You're going to be packing your 4.3s, your booties, your hoods potentially, and then also maybe some more length on your surfboard.
I was just going to say that. That's going to be an important part. The pit stops are going to be really quick this year on the Championship Tour, but during those pit stops, you are completely changing your equipment. Going from warm to cold, back to warm. Get ready, buckle up. We're about to take off, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's been an outstanding season so far when I reflect on how far we've come this year, Jesse.
I mean, it's just amazing to be a fan of surfing. It's always been, but obviously the progression and how they're developing on the women's side even more, I feel like. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at our Euro top 5 moments, the way Wi-Fi should be. We got a lot of moments too at this event, I'm telling you right now. It starts with the high performance here at Trestles. This is Aaron Brooks, 8.83 row.
Yeah, just Aaron in one of the opening rounds, just going mad, just tearing these lefts apart. Fun to see the surfers be able to utilize a left-hander on the tour, Jesse.
What about this guy, Joel Vaughn, went over Bettylou.
I love this turn right here. Like in transition, that massive air into like a late tail blow. Impressive surfing from Joe Vaughn.
The big guy, the powerhouse, Hausman, came through with his style of power surfing on the lefts.
He had such a hard run through this event, and then Kanoa Igarashi, I feel like we didn't pay this maneuver off enough, just how technically sound it was in those glassy conditions.
And Kanoa Igarashi came through in a clutch way up against Crosby Colapinto, who scored a 9. Kanoa turned this heat in the last wave clutch position for Kanoa. He hung up the phone. No more calls. Number 4, Bettylou, Sakura Johnson, and her performance.
This was one of the first heats of the morning. In the quarterfinals, she just went to town against a world champ, Caroline Marks.
Yeah, best heat score of the year, 17.83. She had a 9-point ride. She had an 8.83, dominating.
The type of surfing that she's doing on rail and how much power she carries throughout those waves, like obviously it's easier for her. She grew up in Haleiwa. This is just like a softer version of it, so she was overpowering.
Yeah, number 3 here. This was a crazy matchup between Felipe Toledo and Griffin Colapinto. Griffin turns this heat with this last-minute 8.93.
This was one of the heats of the year for me. Whenever Felipe and Griffin meet up, it's always electric, and just to see that score drop on the sand, that touch moment, and the celebrations with the fans.
Number 2, we're going to celebrate her again. Sakura in her finals appearance, and a victory here, second victory of the season, Jesse, over Molly Picklum.
More aggressive. This is literally the statement that I have for the difference in between her and Molly on the finals. Like, she all day today was trying to attack the wave with more possess, more power than any of the other women. She was trying. She was literally flawless throughout the whole day.
Beautiful surfing on these long walls for Bettylou, Sakura Johnson.
To win multiple events in a season, you know, you win one, you kind of unlock the recipe, and then, you know, one event later, you're in the final again and winning in such a dominant fashion. I mean, Bettylou's going to be unstoppable this year.
And not to mention 200K on the pocket.
Oh,
that doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, high fives on the way up for Sakura. And number 1, our men's champ. He put on a show, whether it's on the rail or in the air like this, bro. Yago Dora, our 2025 Trestles champ.
I'm just so happy for Yago. I feel like I'm thinking back to a few events where things haven't really gone his way. He's had some close calls. There's been a couple things here and there, but to see him really put together such a flawless performance, yeah, it just shows what he's capable of and just what a menace he's going to be in the 2025 season come these last 3 events and hopefully into the WSL Final Five.
I love the word that you use, menace, because I feel that's what Yago Dora is. When he's on board, on a wave, he's menacing. He's up there with the birds right there.
Guys, I need a translation for that word because I don't know what that means. But I'm sure it's as impressive as what he's done. And if you think about it throughout the day of today, how many air attempts he had and how many he landed. Like, it's incredible the ratio that this guy has on above the lip.
Yeah. The pull rate was absolutely incredible. The show was incredible. You guys were incredible, Rosie, Jesse. It's my pleasure to be with you guys. Thank you so much. This was a great event, you guys. And the show's going to continue on. It's not going to be that long of a break. June 21st, 7 a.m. Brazilian time. We're going to have Dawn Patrol and introduce you to the VIVO Rio Pro. In the meantime, enjoy this end of event highlights, and as always, aloha.
Good morning, everybody. You're watching the Lexus Trestles Pro presented by Outerknown. This is what we've been waiting for, the high-performance track. That's called Lowers. It's providing for the best in the world, and we're planning on accomplishing a lot of big heats today.
Jordy Smith, your reigning world #1. Jordy's back and surfing better than ever.
Forward in, last up yellow, turns the heat. Jordy Smith with the win. Next heat. Yeah, boys! Wow.
He was like in the spot. I was screaming at him. I was like, don't you go.
It's a rematch. Baron Mamiya versus Kelly Slater. Baron Mamiya does get the edge, but it may have come at a cost.
This is a hold-up. Start asking you questions. I start to pick up the pace. Saw you under the stage lights.
Larry's got the speed and throws on a radical tail chuck reverse.
Not gonna give you a choice. Hooray for the B-sides. You always wanted to take a ride like a...
It's just pretty special to even be here and be in this position to be able to inspire people.
Hooray for the B-sides. The biggest part of me has come alive like a permanent weekend. I know that it's...
Joel Vaughn moves on to the next round in one of his biggest performances he's had in his rookie season.
We knew the matchup was coming between Felipe Toledo and Griffin Colapinto. This was one of the best heats of the entire year.
In a way it shattered me, 'cause I saw what was going on. What a way to meet someone when your person just comes along. 8.93! She said bring it on. When you saw her standing there, everything got so turned on.
Well, we've cleared the water. The swell has arrived. Our finals day field is set. I can assure you this is going to be an awesome day.
The local support, tomorrow's Father's Day, your dad down here was early, but most importantly, the kind of sense of community that you see right out around here at Lowers, is that something you're feeling here?
Yeah, for sure. My grandpa's here and my whole family basically are all down here on the beach today. So yeah, I feel the love.
Time to get fired up. This is the Lexus Trestles Pro.
Stop thinking that you know me well. Not thinking about heaven or hell. Just waiting for another cold letdown. No for now.
Bettylou Bettylou just put together one of the best performances of her career on the championship tour. Only excellence on every single wave she just rode. Yago's on the wind-up, big tail high reverse, and he pulls it in a very challenging section.
What are Kanoa's chances of winning this contest?
They're so high. Kanoa ribs. Oh my God. That's the way he's gonna win the contest right there.
Stop thinking that you know me well.
Celebrate. What a great women's final we have set. Bettylou versus Molly. That's another one of those crazy rivalries.
Yago Dora serves his way into the finals. Kanoa Igarashi on to the finals.
Bettylou, you little legend. You've just won Lowers, the Lexus Trestles Pro presented by Outerknown. With the horn sounding, it's official. Yago Dora, your champion of the Lexus Trestles Pro presented by Outerknown. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of